May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. Um, I apologize for last week. I put some videos out, but one of them contained a link in the description that should not have been there, that violated the rules of the platform, and I was banned for a week. I earned it. It's my mistake. Sloppy. I was just getting back from vacation and I wanted to put something out, and I wasn't as careful as I should have been. But I'm here this week and glad to be back. All right. And let me start with the US dollar index. All right. We're looking at the monthly time frame. If you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that I've been harping on this ascending channel here, where it's the market is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and I always call this the next potential higher low for the next move up, right? It would make sense. Uh, Very sensible right now, right? And I think that we're on that. We're finally making that move from this area. How long we've been here? Months, since last year. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months. We've been down here almost a year. All right, and I talked about it the whole time. I said we're going to spend some time down here, like we did here, and like we did down here. I thought it would be 6, 7 months, and went a couple of months more, but we finally got the sweep on the low, and you can see we're at the support line of this ascending channel, and we're heading up. All right, the last couple of months since February, March, you see that very strong close, and then now we are in April, and April has already given us the wick, which would indicate that the market has already pulled back. And I put this in my very last forecast for U.S. dollar index. Uh, Unfortunately, you probably didn't see it, but I said let it pull back, and then we can see the bottom wick form for the month, and we'll see the actual move of the market, whichever direction it's going to take. Right now, it's moving higher, and I think we're heading towards this fair value gap here. It's a bearish fair value gap. This is our next point of liquidity, which is internal. This is external liquidity. We took out the external liquidity here, and we're pushing up higher to the internal liquidity. This is a monthly draw on liquidity. All right. And I think that's exactly where we're headed. Now, I want you to pan out for a second, and I want you to see that this, let me mark it for you. This level here is a key level on this market. You can see all these reactions to it. We got above it, came back to retest, and then got back below it, came back, retest, and then pulled back. We finally broke through straight on, right? Pull up to the top, the what do you call it? The resistance line of the ascending channel. Came back to retest, came back to retest, poked through, retested, stayed here for a little while. I think we're about to punch through to that draw on liquidity at the fair value gap, pull back, and then continue up higher. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. But that's way out in front. Let's go to the weekly. What do we see on the weekly? What do I look for? I look for the previous weekly candle. You see how it closed? It pushed higher, took out the highs of the previous 2 months, 3 months, right? Took out that high, swept it, and then closed back below the high of the previous month. That's not great, because what that really means is it indicates consolidation. We could continue to move sideways before moving higher. So I'm going to watch the way the market moves this week. Now you see that we have no wick on the bottom here. No wick on the bottom of the new week starting. All right, we're already into the session. It's we're open for, the market's open for business, right? We pushed up higher. I'm looking for the market to give us a wick in either direction, but because there's no wick there. I'm looking for that wick to form here. I'm looking for that wick to form underneath and the market to move up higher. I'm expecting higher prices with the US dollar. All right. Higher prices. All right. Let's go to the daily. And you can see, sorry. All right. You can see there is a breaker block here. Now, what are we talking about? We break a block down and then up. Now, let's go to the weekly. You can see it clearly here. That is a breaker block here. These up candles to the highest up close candle before the move down that swept liquidity here. All right, and then the market pushed up high. It's a lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. That's the way a breaker block is created. Let me see if I got one for it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. All right. Just to give you something to look at. And we have what do you call this? A fair value gap, but it's a breakaway gap. And I'm hoping that the market doesn't come back down here to test it. Looking at how the market got above this these sell to buy wicks here, I'm looking at this, the top of the breaker to hold. And so far it is holding. It's holding. And we don't have a close below it. I don't want to see the market come back down to this breakaway gap. I want to see the market find the support and push up to this area right here. This is an area of rejection, or you can call it a rejection block if you want to, but I'm looking for the market to react to this, right? Before it hits that liquidity point. This is a liquidity target, folks, a liquidity target that I think we're going to hit. I'm looking for the market to push up into this rejection area, get above this key level. Sorry, get above this key level here. All right, the one that I illustrated earlier, and react to it. Come back down to the fair value gap or order block that forms, and uses it as support to go higher. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, are you with me so far? All right. If we go to the daily, we can see back to the daily. We can see that breaker block here. All right, it's a bullish breaker block. We're finding support here. You see that we did get we got higher, didn't really trade higher. You understand? We didn't trade past this high, but we did make a new high. We pulled back, and if we take a closer look, you can see there was a fair value gap here between that low and this high, a bearish fair value gap. The market traded above it and closed above it. That is a bullish indication. All right, that is a bullish indication. So I am actually looking for the market to continue higher. Yeah, we don't have that wick down here yet. I think we're going to get it though. I think the market is going to sweep this high here, sweep that high, and continue up higher. We may see some sideways movement here, as indicated by the candle on the monthly, right? All right, we didn't get a lot of follow through to the downside here. That's because we ran into the breaker block. So I am looking for some movement to the high side. I'm looking for higher prices in the US dollar index. I hope you're with me on that. All right. If you have any questions about my analysis, make sure you hit me up in the comment section. Now we're going to move on to the next currency. All right. We're looking at EURUSD. I'm looking at the monthly. Let's take a look at this monthly real quick. Come on. I said quick. Let's go. All right. Now, what do we got here? Exactly the opposite of what we saw in the US dollar index. We see the market is heading down, right? not so much in the clean channel that we saw with the US dollar index, but it is heading down, all right, with lower lows and lower highs. All right. What I want you to recognize, I don't like that red color. All right, let's see if we can get my sparkling green, and we can go with 20. Okay. Now, what I want you to see is none of these highs are being violated. You understand? They're all being respected. All the pullbacks respect the previous high. Got it? So we're making lower highs all the way down. All right. And we are, the last break of structure was bearish. All right. So this becomes a pullback. All right. Now we're coming close to this high. We're coming close to that high, but we came close to this high and before that move. Right. Now, I also want you to see that we are in an upwards channel since an ascending channel since 2022. All right. And you can see the market is making higher highs, higher lows, but these are internal higher highs and higher lows. I say internal because this is the high, this is the low. All right. Uh, Once we break that high, then we start looking for buys. All right. You understand? On this level, on this the macro level, that's when we turn, when the market is bullish. Until we break this high, we are bearish. You understand? All right. Now, this is a pullback. We're looking at this area right here because I'm looking at this area right here because this is the most likely area where we'll see the market turn over. Here is these. Here is the connecting downward trend line that I'm drawing. I don't trade on trend lines. I just mark them for structures, so don't get crazy. All right. And you can see that we have an intersection here. All right. We have an intersection. That's not the one I wanted. We have an intersection here. All right. Where the ascending channel and the downward, the overall downward trend is at. And I'm looking for the market to turn over here. That's exactly what's been happening. Look, we got 2 months of downward trend and a third one starting. And guess what? If we key in on this little area here, what do you see? You can see that the market broke these highs, the highs of this consolidation that we were in for months. All right, broke the high, swept it, and then the market started to fall. All right, after a sweep of the highs, after a sweep of liquidity. Right now, February, March, and here's April. April already has that wick. Yes, I'm looking at the most likely scenario. The higher probability is the market is going to head towards the this monthly low here. All right, the previous monthly low. All right, that's the most likely scenario. Let's look at the weekly. Okay. All right. The weekly, what am I looking at? I'm looking at that weekly candle. Look how it closed. All right. Moved. It opened bearish, left, pulled back up, left the wick, or moved up. Did not take out the high of the previous monthly high, but we did take out the previous monthly low and then closed back within the range of this candle. That shows what? uh, it indicates consolidation or a change in a change in the in character. All right, a change in character for this market, going from a bullish market to a bearish market. Right. Anyway, uh, this doesn't indicate bearishness outright. It does indicate consolidation and does show that there was no appetite to take out the high. We created a fractal high. All right, and I'm thinking that is, I'm looking at that as a bearish sign, and we did not go up and take the market into uh, this imbalance to rebalance that which is imbalanced. That fair value gap did not go there. All right, what do I think is going to happen from here? Well, the market is opening bearish, right? It's opening bearish, all right. But I'm looking for a wick to form to give me some kind of direction. We waited. This market opened up bullish, but then it formed a wick and it ended up bearish, right? I'm looking for the wick to form to give me some idea. These two gave us nothing but indecision, all right? I'm looking for this third one to give some kind of direction. And I'm thinking it's going to be down if the US dollar index is going to go up. You understand? I'm expecting lower prices in the euro. I'm expecting lower prices in the euro. All right. If we go to the daily, like I showed you earlier, I think there is a whole lot of area to come back. This imbalance needs to be rebalanced. All right. And I would not be surprised if the market sweeps these highs here into this imbalance before pushing down. Okay. Uh, I'm looking for that wick. If I take you right back to the weekly, if I take you right back to the weekly, I'm looking for the wick to form. All right. It's going to look like it's going bullish. All right. I'm looking for some kind of wick to form before it actually forms a bearish candle and continues down from here. That's what I'm saying. All right. What do we got going? All right. So on this daily, if I can get rid of this, I want you to recognize that we are, there was a bullish fair value gap here. As you can see, the market came into that bearish, bullish fair value gap and created another bearish candle. All right, no push upwards, no bullish momentum. So I'm looking for the market to continue down in this fashion, and we'll see lower prices. I already have these relative equal lows here as a target for the week. So I'll be looking on the lower time frames for an entry. All right, and one of those entries would be right back where there is some imbalance to rebalance. This isn't so easy. I'm looking for some kind of pullback first. If it just starts dropping, that's fine. I won't jump. I can't jump into that with smart money concepts. Way smart money traders trade. We wait until the market pulls back before. Come on, man. I'm choosing something to write. We wait for the market to pull back be, before jumping in a short so that we can get the best price. You understand? All right. Now, this move is already underway, so I need the market to pull back in order to get in. If it just continues to drop here, I'll just have to wait. That's that'll be when I'll be looking at something else. But that's my trading plan doesn't let me just jump in stuff. All right, let's go to the pound. All right, the pound. What's my time looking like? 18. I'm getting close to the end of this. All right. I tell you what. Why didn't it change? Okay. All right. If we go to the monthly, the pound is going to look very similar. My internet is acting the fool. All right. You can see that we have a similar situation here. All right. It's been making lower lows, lower highs, and we are bullish when this high, the last swing high before that made this swing low, we are bullish that when that is broken. But until that happens, this is a bearish market, and we're looking for shorts. That's as simple as that. All right, and we are at the top of the channel, just like with the euro. I'm looking for the market to drop it like it's hot. See, we have a wick there already, and the body is starting to turn bearish. I'm looking for lower prices. Let's go directly to the daily because we're running out of time on this. All right, and let's see if I can do that again. All right, so yeah, I'm looking for this as these are my targets down here, and I'm looking for this to continue. We may get a pullback into this area, but I'm looking for lower prices in the pound. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. May profits be upon you.